Welcome back to A Year of Final Fantasy, and today we're going to catch up on a mobile game that I seem to have missed a few months ago whenever I did all the mobile games, and that is Final Fantasy All the Bravest. So Final Fantasy All the Bravest is a mobile game, as I just said, and it was developed by a company called BitGroove, and the publishers were of course Square Enix. The game was released worldwide on January 17th, 2013 for iOS, and then later on for Android on April 11th, 2013 for Japan, and even later on in that year on September 12th, 2013. And that's pretty much the only useful information that you're going to get about this game. This video is going to be pretty brief, and why is that? Well, there's simply just not much to the game, if you can even make the distinction that it is a game. The premise here is incredibly enticing though. You have parties up to 32 characters, 40 if you do some social media promotion for them, which is kinda sketchy, but anyway, like most mobile Final Fantasy games, it draws from everywhere in the franchise, allowing you to have characters from everywhere battling together, which sounds great if there were some actual depth to the game, adventuring around and whatnot, or even if there was some kind of strategic element battling, but sadly that just isn't present here. There is only attack. There is no healing, there's no kind of status effects or anything like that. There is only attack. And don't worry about the ATB system though, because you're not going to really have to plan out your attacks either. You simply need to swipe or tap on your character and they'll do their thing and attack. Even things like High Mage characters, it's insane. All you have to do is wait a few seconds for that ATB to fill back up and do it again and again and again and again until either you die or your enemy dies. Of course, the enemies will retaliate and probably kill a few of your characters. At that point, you can then wait 3 minutes real time for each of those characters to recover, or you can buy hourglasses to instantly refill all of your characters' HP and then get back into the battle. You can unlock armor and weapons as well, but they're all equipped automatically. There's no choice in the matter. The game offers no deep gameplay or story, and it's very much just pandering to the fan base of the game with visual spectacle. But as you might expect, the music here is taken from all the various games in the franchise, and you really can't fault the music at all. So, I don't know, I guess we can talk about the story a little bit, maybe? What little of it there is. And the story goes like this. It says,
"When the shine of the sun is hidden by the shadow of the moon, the worlds unbound are brought together and the gate between dimensions thrown open. From the sun under a pall of black surges forth a sinister host, together with the darkness eternal and unyielding that threatens to consume all. To repel this vast evil, warriors from all over the worlds must unite. Though fight to come is theirs, and it is a war whose end cannot be seen. These fated heroes have risen, each with a crystal brilliant to behold. They stand now not alone, but united, and in numbers greater than ever imagined."
And if that sounds pretty awesome, it should, but the game just, again, doesn't deliver really on that promise, or at least on a more in-depth version of the promise. I guess the game does technically give you what I just read. Other than that, the game allows you to visit various locations from the franchise, but of course all of them are only going to be seen through battle screens, really, since there's no real exploration to account for. And honestly, that is just scraping the bare bones of what this game is. There's not a lot of meat to it. Incredibly, I think one of the most interesting aspects about it is that IGN issued an immediate announcement as soon as they got their hands on the game, warning people to not buy it. Normally, this type of thing would be held for a review of the game, but in this instance, they saw the need to immediately get this information out before a proper review, which is just amazingly extraordinary in the game's journalism business. So yeah, this video, I guess, honestly is really just for completion purposes to document this game, but it is completely faltered, obviously, and slipped by the wayside. So let me know, actually, if you had any enjoyment with this game. I'd like to know why you had that enjoyment. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you want to go and look at some of my other more in-depth videos, I promise they're more in-depth than this, you can go, and there are a ton of them. But as always, until next time, Crystal Warriors, keep on gaming.